building your new rifle, AR-15, for the sake of discussion. And then you find yourself trying to decide what optic are you going to put on? A red dot, a prism, or an LPVO? The right answer depends on your specific needs. They are all great. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to break down the difference between each one and rank them for best for home defense, best for speed, and best for long range magnification. Let's find your winner for your next build. The red dot, the speed king. The pros of the red dot is it's the fastest target acquisition device that you can have nowadays. It's the best from 0 to 50 yards. Best thing to acquire a target with is just a red dot on the screen. Con is just a red dot on the screen, so no magnification. This is not your optic for long range shooting. At 100 yards, the dot will pretty much cover the entire target. That does not mean people have not engaged target at far distance with a red dot. However, it's really meant for close range engagement, 0 to 50 yards. This is a Holosun HS403R. Forgot to introduce this red dot. In conclusion, the red dot wins the home defense category. It's light, fast, simple. It's the best for 99% of the home defense scenario type due to the ease and fast speed of acquisition of target. The Prism. In this case, this is a Tujicon ACOG, very recognizable. The Prism is the perfect fix for astigmatism. So if you have a red dot and it looks like a starburst or a big cluster of light, that means you may have astigmatism. And the Prism is your answer to that. Very durable, robust, no batteries needed because there's an actual reticle etched onto the glass. So it's always there, doesn't rely on batteries, doesn't need to be maintained. And this is a very old one, military issued. Tritium, a lot of ACOG run with tritium gases, which make them invisible almost pretty much forever until it kind of dies down. The con with an ACOG or a Prism is that if you buy a Prism that's, for example, 3 times magnification, it's always 3 times. You cannot adjust the magnification. So it will be a little bit slower for you to acquire a target at closer distance. But you cannot beat the toughness, durability, and the ease of maintenance of the Prism's reticle. Another good option is the Primary Arms SLX Micro Prism. So you have other companies that make prisms optic as well. Last but not least, the LPVO, Low Power Variable Optic. This is the best in terms of versatility because it's a red dot at 1x and you can magnify to whatever higher magnification your red dot is. This specific one is a Primary Arms 128 by 24 FFP first focal point scope. Although ignore the red dot mounted at 3 o'clock here for close range. But you could have an LPVO just like this. The LPVO is great for close to long range engagement. So if you want to run a drill at 50 yards and then transition to 500 yards, this is your optic or something like this. The con, they're usually heavier and slower because you have to use the turret to change your magnification from 1 to whatever. So that usually adds more time to your sequence. So if you're trying to shoot fast, this is not the best tool. However, for versatility, if you want to run CQB and transition, this is your favorite. This is the best optic for the job. LPVO. Final breakdown. If money is no object and you want the best, get an LPVO. Versatility, transition from close to long range. If you're on the budget and you want to prioritize home defense and quick target acquisition, get a red dot. If you have astigmatism or you want a bomb-proof optic, get a Prism. Consider getting a Prism. Now you know what to get. I know this helped you make your decision. If you want to see more content like this, where I break things down and give you my opinion and help you save some money and give you some more insight into my gun, subscribe to the channel right now. Now that you have the rifle and you have an optic, put a light on it. Check out my video here where I recommend some of the best tactical lights under $200. Thanks for watching. See you later.